morning everyone, welcome back to the channel. Glad you could be here. Today we have a 2015 Ford F250 that has a harsh shift, upshift and downshift in second gear, from first to second and then from second to third. As you can see, I've already got my scan tool hooked up. Was going to record anything on this, but I thought, well, maybe, it might be interesting. So I did grab the camera. So we'll take this thing on a test drive. I actually did take it on a test drive. I verified that it's got a problem, and it's pretty harsh. It'll actually almost chirp the tires at times. So this is kind of a common issue on these Fords. This, I think it has the forget 6R140, I believe, is the number of the transmission. But what we want to do is we want to get in the TCM. First of all, is see if we have any codes. So we'll retrieve continuous memory DTCs. A lot of times these will not set a code of any kind, which we see no fault codes detected. All right, so what we want to do now, and here's where I don't understand everything on how this thing works, but I think I understand enough to figure out what we might have going on here. So what we want to do, since it's a second or first to second, second to third, they use shift control pressure solenoid C, which is this one, shift solenoid pressure control C. They use that to go from first to second. It goes into a low duty cycle for first gear. From first to second, it calls for a high duty cycle. So we should see, when you see right now, we're at 1 amp. That's what we should see whenever we go from first to second, because second gear requires this high duty cycle, which is 1 amp. We should see around 150 to 200 milliamps, anything below 200 milliamps in first and third gear. So shift it in gear, depress the brake pedal, shift it in gear. We're in first gear, and as we can see, we have right at 200 milliamps. That's fine. Let's go ahead and get to moving here, and we'll see whenever we shift in a second. See, that thing should jump up to 1 amp. And it did, but it's slow. So, and now when we go back into third gear, yeah, we drop. So let's, yep, we shifted back up. So it is following our shift pattern. There, we shifted. Okay, it's very slow, because it shifted way before it jumped up to 1 amp. So yep, there we go. We downshifted and we never jumped up into the 1 amp. So I believe what we have here, there, yep, it shifted real slow, and now we definitely have a valve body issue, I believe, because it should be quick, and it should coincide with our shift points as far as the amperage there. So I believe we either have a solenoid issue, or, yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's very slow. So we either have a hydraulic issue or a solenoid issue. So now, next thing we want to do is we want to get up here and check our fluid level and the condition of it. Probably should pop the hood first. This thing is not set up for a short guy at all. So with any luck, this thing is going to have a good fluid condition. It might be a little dark, but we don't want a lot of burnt fluid, because then we're going to have to recommend a new transmission. So let's get up here. Let's check this. I mean, there's a little bit there, but the fluid is kind of red. It's not near as bad as I've seen already. Let's wipe that on our pants, and let's see what the level is at. A little above. Wipe that down again. It's not far above, it's like right there. So the fluid is a little dark, but it doesn't have a lot of shavings in it. I think with everything that we see here, I'm going to recommend the valve body. And when we do that valve body, we have to reprogram the the valve strategies into the TCM, and then take it on a test drive. Do a relearn on it to get the TCM relearned to the solenoids that are in there. So I think we're going to recommend that. We are going to recommend that. That should take care of the problem. My dealer does have the valve body in stock. It is a pretty common problem, so we're going to go ahead and quote that for the customer and let him know that that's what we got going on, and I'll bring you back whenever I get those parts in. All right, we are back here on this valve body for this transmission that we're doing. As you can see, I've already removed the pan, drained the fluid. There's going to be a lot of fluid dripping here, but I removed the pan, the fluid, and now we're ready to remove the valve body. We have a new one from Ford, and I'm not very inclined to I don't really want to go ahead and give you the number, because you really need to order it by the VIN. So yeah, that's the only reason I'm not giving you the number, but because this is VIN specific, and I would recommend going with the VIN number. So we're going to have to unplug these things. Oops, sorry. We're going to have to unplug these things. Every one of these is going to have to be unplugged, get all these wires and stuff out of our way here. These tubes here are going to have to come down. There's 2 bolts there. Actually, yeah, 2 bolts, 1 bolt there, 1 bolt there. That drops down, that comes out of your valve body. We're gonna have to take this bolt loose, then take this loose as well. That pulls out right there. This slides up, then this thing here will come out. So yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of fluid still gonna drip down from this. This is kind of a messy job, and I forgot to order that thing there. Well, I better get that ordered. That is your temperature sensor for your transmission, and that can go bad, so while you're in here, let's go ahead and replace that. But let me go get that ordered before I miss my delivery. Well, I feel a little dumb. If I would have just looked, right there's a new one. Comes with it. Okay, well, crisis averted. All right, now what we need to do now is we need to get in here, and everywhere there's an arrow, be this one, This one, this one. Anyway, wherever there's an arrow, we need to remove those bolts as well. So we'll go ahead, and I hope you guys can see. Trying to video this without a tall stand is a little bit of a chore. So let's get that thing out of there. All right, so let's get this thing unplugged here. First of all, we're gonna have to unplug this. Come on here. Everything's saturated in oil. Oil! Break anything! Stop it! Making me feel like I'm breaking something. Okay, there's that. Now, go ahead, bring this over here. Bring him up here. Like, kind of like such, you know. All right, now, let's go ahead and get that one out of there so we can get that removed. T30, I think. I'm guessing. Yes. I hope you guys can see. Trying to make so that you can see here. We are gonna have to replace or reuse this one. I've got a new O-ring for that as well. Here, maybe we can put you guys right here, get you a little better view. I'm not sure, but we need to get this removed. Slide that up, push this out, slide that up. Come on, there we go. All right, so now I think, can you guys see there? Yeah, maybe. I'll tip you guys back here. We can just slide this right out of here. That's all it is. Okay. Set this aside because we're going to reuse that. All right, now let's get all of our bolts removed that need to be removed. I think there's only like 3 of them there. See that arrow? There we go. Alright, now let's proceed with caution here so we don't drop everything. Okay, where's that other one at? Right here. I think this should drop down then. Yep. You know what? This is dumb. Because I'm gonna need to loosen those pipes. Let's pull you guys back. Oops. Make you guys, give you guys a headache, cause. All right, let's see here. Give you guys a headache because I hit you and made you fall down. Whatever, lame jokes. Just trying to keep you guys occupied. Don't want you to get bored with my video. All right, this is gonna be messy. Okay. Okay, there it is. It's out of there. There's that. All right, I'll bring you back whenever I'm got everything getting ready to go back up again. These things get torqued down to 11 Newton meters. That's the same, that's for these, all three of these, and also for that one and these two here. Now, on the two-wheel drive transmissions, you will have another tube coming up through here, but on the four-wheel drive, you won't. I thought I had done something wrong there, so I was a little sidetracked, but yeah, I was seeing a little hole there, and I thought it was, I had put a seal in the wrong place. So, bunny trail. So yeah, the 11 Newton meters, and there's 3 of these, and then we will, once we get done with these, get our torque spit out. Ooh, we went to 12. Oh no. Okay. There's that. That. Okay. 11 Newton meters. That is 8 foot-pounds, 97 inch-pounds. Just FYI. Some people would like to know, I'm sure. Okay, now we've got that one torqued down. Those two are torqued down. We did not take that loose. This is plugged in. This is plugged in. This is hooked up. I torqued those 3. We are ready to slide these things up in there. Okay, now this gets plugged into there. Firm click. I'm getting dripped on. Should just accept it and embrace it, but I can't. I don't like oil dripping on me. Cleaning the surfaces. You can reuse these factory gaskets. Mine was broke, so we're putting a new one on mine. They are reusable, just FYI. If you forget to order one, no big deal. And if you don't want to, you know, don't have to, but they are made to be reusable. Mine was broke, so we're not going to reuse mine. Get our Ford filter here. Lubricate the filter just a hair, or the O-ring, I mean, not the filter. Now, got the long one, goes back here, and I got oil on my big belly again. Please quit dripping. All right, let's speed this process up. Just run her down. I mean, no, don't. I'm kidding. All right, don't do that, because those things will break. Anyway, you know what'll happen. You guys aren't dumb. Okay, you must come on one more time. Okay, now let's get our Ford Motorcraft gasket here. Okay. I just knocked you guys right in the eyes, didn't I? Okay, there we go. Let's get our clean pan. We cleaned it. All right, guys, I apologize. My GoPro battery died, and come on. I did not have a fully charged battery. Don't worry, I have got a battery bank coming along with another battery so that this hopefully doesn't happen. But what I've done while the battery was charging is I have filled it up with, or I went ahead and put the pan on, Fills it up with oil. You're gonna have to use about 12 to 12 and a half quarts of oil on this, or that's what I had to put in. We are using a program called Forescan. We will need to go in, or I've already done it, I guess, but we go in here, make sure you're hooked up to the internet. We'll go in here, you see where I clicked on, it's that little yeah, that little thing right there. I went in, and if we go into configuration and programming, we'll come down here to TCM characterization update, and when you click on that, come down here, hit the play button. That will pull up a way to enter a new solenoid strategy. So go in there, put in the new number. Well, I could go ahead and do it. Let's just walk through it. So okay, oh, got the engine running. So we'll go in here, and so it will show you the current strategy number and then current solenoid body ID. And here's why you need to be hooked up to the internet, because you can only do it with either the solenoid strategy number or the solenoid body ID. The solenoid strategy number will be the long number. Obviously you can see that. That's on your valve body. There should be a tag on it. Hit update by solenoid strategy number, hit OK. That will pop up a screen. You can put in your new number. It will automatically update the solenoid body ID. Okay, so now we want to exit because I don't want to reprogram it. Then we'll come over here, and we want to reset the adaptations, and then take it on a test drive. So we're going to take this thing out on a test drive. I've already reset the adaptations, and we're going to take this thing out on a test drive, and I'm going to see if I can get up into this thing. Short guy, short legs, and a tall truck don't work very well. I literally cannot get my doors right on my remote. All right. Okay, now we've got them both going closed. So let's see if we fixed our problem. I mean, 99.5% of the time the problem will be resolved with a new valve body. I do like to, I mean, it is kind of a pricey job, so I mean, it's a lot cheaper than a transmission, that I can tell you, but it is pricey enough that you don't want to just throw a valve body at it. Much better, shifts really well. Can't even hardly feel it. So we want to go through a drive cycle, get all of our adaptations started adaptating, get it through all the gears, then also like slow down through all the gears, and as you drive, the transmission will, the TCM will relearn, and will constantly be updating strategies and you know, creating a better shift. So yeah, this we're gonna go through a drive cycle here and get this truck back to the customer. So yeah, hopefully this is helpful to you guys and help you guys out. You can do this work yourself. There's no reason you can't. In a worst case scenario, buy yourself a Forescan program and reprogram it yourself. If not, take it to somebody that can do it for you. Find yourself a mechanic that will reprogram it for you, and you should be good to go. Way cheaper than a transmission. Obviously, if your transmission has a bunch of shavings in the bottom, then yeah, you don't want to waste your money on that. But This transmission, the oil was a little bit dark, but it wasn't bad. The magnet had very little on it, so this transmission's still in good shape. This thing should last him a while yet. But enough of my rambling. We're gonna head back to the shop. I'd like for you guys to head on over, hit that subscribe button, like and share this video if you don't mind. Helps me out a bunch and doesn't cost you guys a thing. I appreciate it. Hope you have a great day. I'm gonna go do standby for a rodeo tonight. You guys go in there, put your comments down there, whether this helped you out, whether you found this video entertaining or not. Yeah, do all that stuff. I appreciate it. You guys have a great day. Thanks a lot. And until the next time, we'll catch you later.